Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfella, Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you, get 18% off. We out. All right, we back once again. Goodfella Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. I was going to premiere this video, but I deleted it. I made a mistake. But let's talk about Dillian Whyte speaking on Deontay Wilder firing Mike Breland, and Teofimo Lopez dismisses Felix Verdejo if he beats Lomachenko. He says he wants the winner at Taylor and the Ramirez winner. So let's get to that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Appreciate the love, support. Want to make a donation to the channel? Cash App is CJ Good 313. PayPal link in description. Best way to donate. Hit that share button. So we can start off with Dillian Whyte. All right, I put the screenshot on the screen. He said basically Wilder was stupid for firing Mark Breland. He was the only one that cared for him, stopping the fight. And that he said he made a mistake firing Mark Breland. Do I agree? I definitely agree. Same thing I said yesterday. You know, I think Mark Breland was the one that actually cared about him, knew that he wasn't going to beat Tyson Fury. And when you hear stuff talking about the autopsy, which is when somebody died, said that if Deontay Wilder took more damage with Tyson Fury, he could have had permanent damage or even passed away in the ring. And when you say, you hear that, you know, you hear that and say that, oh, he poisoned his water, then Mark Breland must have done the right thing. Mark Breland, he did, you know, stop the fight, and Wilder was arguing with him in the corner, and Wilder said, "As das in this ring. Why would you want to die in the ring? Why? Why would you want to die in the ring? You got kids. You got a girlfriend to feed. You got a mom and a pops, your brother, all these people that care about you. You know, that false bravado, talking about, I die in the ring. You ain't proving nothing but ignorance in the situation. You had no more to give. Your ear was bleeding. Hold on. Your ear was bleeding. You know what I'm saying? Your mouth, we was leaking. You was getting punished. The more you would have got punished, the less likely you was going to be able to beat him in a rematch or come back the same. You know, this man outweighed you by, what, 40, 50 pounds. So all that factored into the, all that factored into the situation with you fighting with that man. All that factored into that. You know, oh, he was mad at Andre Dirrell for telling Breland to stop the fight. Nigga, he was bleeding from the ear to the mouth. Your eyes was like this. You know what I'm saying? He did the right thing. You live to fight another day. And you are able to go into the rematch with a dying chance to try to win. You hurt your bicep. You know, I heard that right after you fought. I heard you hurt your bicep. So, you know, at the end of the day, you could have ripped your bicep even harder. You ripped it even worse. You know, your ear could have been leaking. Your other ear could have been leaking. It was just his time that night. There's no need to make excuses about water, gloves, unless you're going to take it to the proper authorities. You know, Muhammad Ali lost to Joe Frazier. He had to come back and get better. You know, George Foreman took him years to get over it. Decades to get over what Muhammad Ali did. He got over it. Mike Tyson lost. He got over it. He moved on. Sugar Ray Robinson lost. He got over it. Chavez Sr. lost. He got over it. A loss doesn't define your career. You making all these excuses and you just losing clout. A lot of people losing respect for you. You got to take your L's like you take your wins, just like Joshua Greer said. You can't get too high, you can't get too low. You look at history, you know, some guys got beat up and, you know what I'm saying, they came back and they was beast. It's okay. You got whooped on Black History Month. Okay, won't be the first nigga, won't be the last nigga to do so. But Dillian Whyte speaking facts. And people might say, well, Dillian Whyte need to go. I don't like Dillian Whyte more than the next person. But right here, he's speaking facts. The one dude that's qualified to train you. You know, that's in your corner. Now you're going to roll with Malik Scott. You're going to roll with Jay Diaz. And maybe he might bring somebody else in. He's just not reporting it. We heard he was going to bring somebody else in. So, I mean, only he knows. We know part of the story. It looks like that you fired Mark Breland for throwing in the towel. Or you fired Mark Breland for the water. Or you fired Mark Breland, you know, for the hand wraps when Jay Diaz watched him wrap his hands. Or you fired Mark Breland for making the you know, remarks about you wearing the costume. The costume was too heavy. That was Jay Diaz. And then don't forget, Jay Diaz basically gave us the prequel to the sequel or to the original. And he said that he threw Mark Breland under the bus too. And no matter what you look at, it's always going to be the black man that's the downfall guy. If you're going to fire Mark Breland, why don't you fire Shirley Finkel?
Fire Shelly Finkel then. You know, Shelly Finkel brought Mike Breland in. You know, Mike Breland and Shelly Finkel had a relationship way before you even was a fighter, Deontay Wilder. So you gonna fire the brother man and not fire the guy that brought him here if he was responsible for you losing? You know what I'm saying? He saved you. I mean, just saying, I agree with Dillian Whyte. This shit was just pure ignorance. And it's pure ignorance because Deontay Wilder didn't voice it himself. This motherfucker hiding in his cocoon somewhere. Come out and talk something then. Spit your piece. You know, people still wondering why you was twerking in the video. Spit your piece. Oh, me and Mark Breland, he threw the towel in and I had to get rid of him. Can I respect him coming out saying it? Yeah. Do I respect his decision? No. I think his decision was pure ignorance. It make it look Mark Breland a scapegoat. And it's hard for me to respect Deontay Wilder's decision or him as a man after this. Without him saying something, he's speaking through Tay. He's speaking through his brother. Fuck all that, man. Be a man and spit it on wax. Did Tyson Fury cheat or not? And if he cheated, why you fighting him again? Why you ain't getting rid of Al Heyman, who gave the IBF belt to Anthony Joshua? You know, and it's fucked up that Mark Breland got to be the fall guy. This is the same dude that was schooling Radio Raheem on being black. But then again, you got Jay Diaz who made the costume excuse. Did you get at Jay Diaz? No. He the one that said, oh, the costume might have been too heavy. Then he threw Mark Breland under the bus for throwing the towel in. But then again, you couldn't even send him a farewell notice like, you know what, I appreciate everything Mark Breland did. We just going in a different direction. But you keeping Jay Diaz there. What is his qualifications there? That's all we want to know. I mean, at the end of the day, he don't owe us nothing. Let me say this. Deontay don't owe us nothing. But it's hard to still be a fan of his. Let's keep it 100. That brother don't owe me nothing. Appreciate what he done in the sport. We defended him time and time again. But I can't ride with him on this one. Speaking to everybody else. Nigga, be a man and come on and say something. And he can't take his wins like he take his losses neither. It's excuses. Water, gloves, and if you don't accept your loss like a man, you know, history repeats itself. It may not be Black History Month, it may be St. Patrick's Day, but I mean, it is what it is. But I agree with Dillian Whyte. It was the stupidest decision he could make. But hey, it is what it is. We don't know the whole story. And, you know, we just speculating and assuming. But the one man that saved your life and enabled you to go into this fight and fight Tyson Fury in a rematch and able to have your career, you know what I'm saying? Now, if he had Arthur McCanny, I forget the judge that was for the Yuri Foreman and Miguel Cotto fight, who threw the towel back into the corner, then, you know, he would have asked Wilder. He asked Yuri Foreman, do you want to continue on a busted ACL? And Yuri Foreman said, yeah. He took the towel and threw it back in there. Maybe the judge should have did that. Maybe the ref should have did it. Say, do you want to continue? And Wilder would have said, yeah. You know, it is what it is. Mark Breland did the right thing. He fired that man because he threw that towel in. You know what I'm saying? So next time if Tyson Fury beating the shit out of his ass, I don't want to see Malik, Jay Diaz. I don't care if his ear fall off his head. Don't throw that towel in. Let the motherfucker die in the ring like the asshole and the idiot that he is. And like I said before, I don't speak to him. I don't have no plug to him. You know what I'm saying? I respect his career. But I can be objective and talk shit because I don't have to worry about him calling me and cussing me the fuck out. That's what my channel based on. My channel ain't based on chopping it up with motherfuckers and stepping on eggshell. I can say what I want to say. They see me, they beat my ass, so be it. You know, these beta male crybaby, touch me, tease me ass fighters, man. I'm just speaking my piece, man. But hey, move on. Teofimo Lopez says that he don't want to fight Felix Verdejo if he win. And Verdejo he don't deserve a title shot or an undisputed shot. This dude has been nothing but hype out the amateurs. We talked about it last night in the live stream with amateurs. Everybody talk about amateurs. What you did in amateurs, it don't mean it's going to translate to the pros. It's been people that didn't do good in the amateurs translate to the pros and be great. There's been dudes that didn't do good in the amateurs, was shit in the pros. There was some dudes that was great in the pros and great in the amateurs, was great in the pros. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter. Felix Verdejo was a lost cause. Top Rank needs to just take that loss. You know, so nobody want to see it. But he did say before that he willing to fight Tank Davis and get Tank Davis a shot at undisputed at 135 pounds. He said he willing to do that. Did Tank respond? No, Tank didn't respond. You know You know, Tank don't want to talk, Tank ain't about that life. You know, Tank, it ain't Mayweather that won't let Tank fight people. It's Tank that don't want to fight nobody. The way he carry himself out the ring, the way he drinking that drink, smoking that smoke in these streets, like Smokey Robinson say, that's his fault. You got a chance to be a legend. A legend in these streets, in my Gucci Man voice. And you don't even want to be a legend, bro. But, hey. But he said he'll fight the winner of Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez. And could you imagine if Tio was a large order to beat Loma? It's even a larger order to beat Jose or the Josh Taylor winner. Could you imagine him beating those two guys? Beating those two guys and becoming undisputed twice? Beating Loma and beating the winner Jose and Josh Taylor and becoming probably the youngest. He might be the youngest or the first ever to be undisputed in 2 consecutive weight classes. To have all 4 belts plus the ring belt. You know, could he beat Jose Ramirez? Absolutely. The difference here is, you know, same thing with Lomachenko fight. Does he have the condition to go 12? You know, and if he don't have the condition to go 12, well, it's him and his father put the right game plan together to go to Lomachenko body, let the air out the tire. Same thing if you fight Jose Ramirez. Ramirez is a high stamina fighter, high volume. You got to touch his body. Good chin. If you're able to touch his body, you're able to slow him down. Same thing. It's basically the same game plan he fight Loma and Jose. Jose is far less skilled than Lomachenko. He can't, but he got good stamina. He like Jose is the Mexican Charlo. Good jaw, good stamina. You know what I'm saying? Solid power. You know what I'm saying? He got all those intangibles too. The heart, the will. He got everything. He's a Mexican Charlo. You know, his deficiencies as far as his boxing ability, his IQ, his lack of, you know, some of the things he make up that with the heart, the will, the stamina, the pressure, the height, the size. Like he make up with that. But, you know, can I see T.O. beating him? If he beat Loma, it's 2 different styles. Just because you beat Loma at 35 don't mean you're going to beat Jose at 40. So they got weight classes for, and this is why styles make fights. But it's an interesting fight. You know, you go into an undisputed fight, walking into another undisputed Jose when you got to touch the body. You know, do I think he got more skillful fighter? Yeah, but then you go into a bigger weight class. They hit harder, they stronger, they rehydrate higher, they bigger, they taller, they longer. You know, I can't say if I'm picking him to beat Jose. Now, Josh Taylor, it's hard for me to pick him. If he beat Jose Ramirez, it's hard for me to pick Josh Taylor to fight, you know, to beat Teofimo or to pick Teofimo to beat Taylor. Taylor's a switch hitter, good power, can take it. We seen the versus Regis fight. He really know how the great upper body movement, but what it fall down to in both fights, if T.O. can carry his power and carry his ability, but these two dudes that can switch, you know, this is a dude, Josh, who can switch hit, you know, move his head just enough. He got good footwork. It's an interesting fight. You know, I probably would say, I'm not sure if he can beat neither one of them. If I had to give you a better opportunity, I got to see the Lomachenko fight. So I'm not picking him or picking him to win or lose versus either one of them. But Jose can be just as tough as Josh for him. You know, it can be just as tough on him. You know, and that's just my opinion on it. It could be just as tough on him. You know, because Jose bring pressure. He got a jaw. You know, he pushed the pace. If you're gonna go 12 with him, it's gonna be a hard 12. You know, Josh Taylor, talented, skill, puncher with both hands, switch hitter, good footwork, been in with the best in the division, can punch with both hands. He got good stamina. You know, tough fight. So he ain't gonna just waltz. Dum, 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 dum. He just ain't gonna walk it like he talking to stroll. You know, think he a Kappa and all. He ain't gonna just stroll into the undisputed 2 times. If he do that, he gonna earn them. He gonna earn it. Girl, you worth it. He gonna earn it. He gonna take some punishment too. He gonna see how good he really is. Lomachenko, he got a size advantage. He got a youth advantage. You know, in many different ways, he might have a skill advantage come fight night. We don't know. We got to see. You know, right now, if you told me he going to fight Jose next week, I'm probably going to ride with Jose. You tell me he going to fight Josh next week, I'm going to ride with Josh. Just because I feel comfortable knowing what they've done at their original weight class. Nothing against Teofimo Lopez. I haven't seen him above 40, above 35. You know, but it'd be surprised if he did it. Nothing shocking me in boxing no more. But I will tell you, Jose and Josh Taylor, 2 of the most battle-tested title holders in boxing. Him, Anuyuwai, Roman Gonzalez, Those guys, there's not too many champions that's more battle tested at all. I can't pick too many who more battle tested. You want to say better BF? I need to see love him. One of my favorite guys. I need to see more. Fury, Joshua need to see more. Wilder, he ain't the champion no more, but I need to see more. The middleweight Canelo, he's a product of his heritage. He ain't special, as far as he don't take no chances. The super middleweights, premature. Charlo, he ain't been tested by an elite fighter yet, and I don't think he ever will, unless it comes from 147 pounds. So yeah, those are the most battle tested title holders I done seen. I mean, Gary Russell hasn't fought the elite, and he did lose to Lomachenko because I can't say him. But let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to check out the Boxing News playlist. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Also got a Facebook group. If you haven't got a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request, keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel, Cash App, CJGood313. PayPal link in the description. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time we go.
Belief about
I'm on the phone.
You on the phone?
Yeah.
You looking at my baby?
No, I ain't
Right?
looking at him. No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, man. Next time we come outside, don't be staring and shit like that. I don't like that.
I wasn't
shit.
looking at him.